Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here once again for a late Sunday night video. This time on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, subscribe down below on all my channels. Follow me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the links down below. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. But most importantly, tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never, ever, ever miss an upload. That's all I gotta say about that. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, questions, whatever you want, and share the video, follow me on social media, and don't forget to hit that bell. That's all I gotta say about that. So thank you for watching and hope everybody had a great day. All right, still Valentine's Day for the next hour or so. And then tomorrow is President's Day, so mostly everybody's off tomorrow for the holiday. I'm off. I'm off till Thursday, so you can kiss my butt. And that's that. So hope everybody's still had a great Valentine's Day. And if not, well, too bad for you. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this Sunday night, Valentine's Day, February the 14th, 2021, check out my the latest edition of the Gilmore Chronicles TGC 187, my NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day predictions. Kind of went all over the place for about an hour and a half. You know, most of the predictions came during the show. But it is what it is. I'm not going to take the video down or anything. But check it out in the description box below. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, share the video all over the internet, and leave a comment or whatever you want. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, on this late Sunday night, it is time, and I didn't think I was going to do the video today, but since I had some time and I watched the show because I had nothing better to do on my day off and on Valentine's Day, even though I should be with you know who, but did that earlier in the day. But as the title below says, it is time for your late night NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day review for February the 14th, 2021, from the Capitol Wrestling Center in St. Petersburg, Florida. All right, the first TakeOver show of the year, and what a show it was! It was like every TakeOver, except for maybe a couple in their history. I think this is TakeOver number 34 or 35, I believe, in NXT's history. Another TakeOver in the books, and it was not AJ Styles, but it was phenomenal. Great show from top to bottom. I loved it. This is why, sadly, NXT is the only thing in the WWE that the WWE has. It's the only thing that's actually making the WWE watchable right now. Because Raw sucks. SmackDown's not even doing that great. The main roster stuff sucks. And you got the stars of NXT, you know, like Io Shirai, you know, like the man I'll talk about in a little bit, Adam Cole, baby, Killer Cross, and you know the women of NXT, and the male stars of NXT, the tag team division, which was on display tonight with the Dusty Rhodes Meg Green, baby, men's and women's finals. We also had the NXT women's title on the line. Io Shirai defending the belt against Mercedes Martinez and Toni Storm. We also had Johnny Gargano against Kushida for the North American title. And in the main event, we had Finn Balor defending his NXT World title against Pete fucking Dunne. And a shocking, pun intended there, shocking aftermath that's going to be talked about for the next couple of days going into NXT this Wednesday night. And somebody has some explaining to do. But I'll get to that in a minute. All right, chat room's open, so all you trolls can come in and try to ruin it, but no, go fuck yourselves. But let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. I got other things to do, and I want to kind of have a late night dinner and then watch some TV. Watch some TV and then go to bed, probably, because I got nothing to do tomorrow. Probably just watch CNN and probably watch some TV. Maybe I don't have any wrestling on. I have to wait till Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. But I'll just relax tomorrow on my day off on President's Day. Just enjoy the day. That's it. Worry about counting my money that you wish you had. That's all I can say about that. All right. So, like I said, Takeover was great, and let's get into it. And if you want to talk about Takeover, chat room's open, and we can talk about NXT, we can talk about the main roster, we can talk about anything you want. The Forbidden Door being opened, and what's to come, and all that good stuff. So let's get into it, and let's not waste any more time. All right, so we didn't have much of a pre-show except for one big thing, and that thing on that big thing on the kickoff show was the debut of the man, former Impact World Champion, former member of Impact, but 1 or 2 Impact World Champion, the man who likes to call people dummies. Yeah, that's what a lot of you trolls are, dummies. Yeah, but the man, the myth, the legend, Eli Drake returned to the WWE. We all remember he used to be in the WWE he was in NXT for a little bit, then they fired him. And then he went to Impact and became a big star. Now, sucks that he left Impact because he was a big star in Impact, but they really had nothing for him. Could have went to AEW. I guess Tony Khan didn't have the money for him. So he goes back to Vince and Hunter to basically suck their penises. So Eli Drake makes his NXT debut, even though he was there before. And he comes out, everybody's shocked. I was like, holy shit, it's Eli Drake! Oh, sorry, Eli Drake. I went nuts. I was like, holy crap! And I missed the pre-show. But, while watching the show, I kind of went back because I have, that ability on my TV on the screen because I have the stream set up in my other room. So when I watched the replay and I saw Eli Drake, I marked out. I was like, holy crap! So Eli Drake is in NXT again, and he comes out. Wade Phillips. Wade Barrett was out there with some other guy. I have no idea who the hell that guy is. Probably the guy that does the pre-show. It's not Pat McAfee or anything. I miss Pat McAfee, but even though he's a prick. But I mean, he comes out and basically disses Wade Barrett. Nice way to get noticed. So he makes fun of Wade Barrett, and he calls everybody dummies. Yeah. So he makes his debut, and he says he has signed a contract with NXT. So we're going to be seeing him on NXT over the next coming weeks and months. But he will not be known as Eli Drake, which fucking sucks. You want to know what his name is? Get ready. Oh, damn, I don't have my Book of Doom. I lost it. I think I threw it out. Crap. Hold on. Oh, I got it. I got another Book of Doom. I don't know what fell, but whatever. Well, I don't have a big book of Doom like I usually have, my like football book or anything. I got, Avon. That's, whose stuff, but I'll use this anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, the new Eli Drake is now going to be known as L.A. Knight. Do it with me now, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3. Why couldn't they just leave him as Eli Drake? Who named this? Who is this Hunter's idea or Sean's idea or maybe Vince's idea to piss people off? L.A. Knight sounds like a fucking porno name, and not a good porno name. L.A. Knight. I hope Eli. I mean, I met Eli before at a WrestlePro show in Brooklyn. I think it was a couple years ago. With Scarlett Below there. Scarlett was fucking hot. Met Eli Drake. I met Kevin Matthews, KM. I met Scarlett, and Scarlett's a fucking doll. Scarlett had me at attention. Luckily, Killer Cross was not there. Oh, man. Would have banged her on that autograph table. But I digress. So anyway. Yeah, so Eli Drake is in NXT. Now it's going to be known as L.A. Knight. Ugh. It's going to be hard for me to do reviews and talk about Eli Drake and just calling him L.A. Knight. Really, who thought of this name? L.A. Knight? Really? L.A. Knight is now the former Eli Drake. Okay. I'll go with it, but it sucks. It's a stupid name. Stupid. Stupid name. It is what it is. So he makes his debut, and that's all. That was basically the kickoff show. And then we see him again, basically signing his contract. So we'll be seeing him over the next coming weeks and months, and probably on the next Takeover. I don't know where they're gonna go with it, what they're gonna do with him. I would probably put him in a mid card. But nice to see him maybe go against. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it'd be a face or he's gonna be a heel. I would think he's gonna be a heel because of what he said about Wade Barrett, but you never know. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with him and what's his gimmick is gonna be. I really don't know what it's gonna be. If he's gonna do the same thing, he's gonna call people dummies, or he's gonna call them something else. Because probably can't call people dummies because I think TNA might maybe copyrighted that. And Vince doesn't want to deal with that shit. He doesn't want to deal with TNA, even though he bought the library. So we'll probably see Eli Drake vignettes and stuff. Well, not vignettes, but old stuff from Eli Drake. But I don't know. It'd be interesting to see where he goes and what happens with him, and that's basically it. So if he's going to be a heel, or he's going to be a face, we'll see. But it'd be nice to see some good matches, maybe with Killer Cross, with Kyle O'Reilly, with Roddy, maybe with Bobby Fish, and the other stars of NXT. Maybe Kushida, Johnny Gargano, Ciampa, Thatcher. We'll see what happens on if he shows up on Wednesday. And that's pretty much it. So Eli Drake is now LA Knight in NXT, and that's pretty much it. All right. Enough about him. All right, so we get to the main show, and we start off the pay-per-view with our first match The women's Dusty Road, the dream, baby. I love the bacon. A lot of bacon today. Love the bacon, baby. So the women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals. We had Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez taking on Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart, who came out in matching ring gear and came out on Shotzi's tank. What's that? Now rooting for Raquel and Dakota, because I called, when the tournament started, I called it, but doing my predictions, I would kind of thought logic would prevail and she would get the win. So whenever that match does happen. But still, this was a pretty decent match. What it was. It's also with Shotzi and Raquel. And Raquel just starts beating up Shotzi. Ember comes in, doesn't have any luck as well against the big behemoth known as Raquel Gonzalez. And I love Raquel Gonzalez. She's a fucking beast. Should be champion. Will that happen? I don't know. I think she's pretty much in line to be the next challenger to Io. But I'm sorry, I gave that match away. Sorry. Anyway, so Ember couldn't get any luck, so she tries an octopus stretch, and then Raquel's like, puny fucking move. Sidewalk slams her, and then the faces go after her again, knock the big woman down. Dakota Kai enters, misses of running him down, put in the good old-fashioned Texas cloverleaf. Ember nails a slingshot, but Dakota fights out, gets rolled into a half crab, and then Ember works into a knee bar, and then she tags in Shotzi. They kind of struggle for a little bit in the hold. How can you mess up a half crab? Okay. I lost my notes. Okay. She gets tagged in, and they struggle for the hold, but Raquel distracts the referee. So the referee's like, "Oh no, Shotzi, you cannot come in right now." So Ember gets put back in as the lead woman. Tries the ankle lock. Dakota Kai goes out of it, sends her into the corner. And then Dakota Kai gets the hot tag to Raquel, who just bulldozes over Ember. And then she continues to dominate, tags back Dakota Kai, goes up top, and we get an assist. We get her coming off the top rope with a flying clothesline. And then Shotzi comes in. She gets going a little bit, and then gets launched with a swinging powerbomb into the plexiglass and a barricade. Ow! And then Ember power slams Dakota and starts laying into Raquel with some forearms. Dakota Kai comes back, drop kicks Ember as she's in a bear hug. And then Dakota Kai tries for a cover, gets a near fall out of that. And while Shotzi's out outside, Ember gets isolated, but somehow comes back. Going, hits a leg lariat on Raquel, which made Raquel DDT her partner at the same time. Then Ember goes up top looking for the Eclipse. She hits it on Raquel. Look to get the win and the cup, but Dakota Kai distracted the referee. Just enough for Raquel to kick out. That and then Ember and Dakota go at it. And Raquel picks Ember up for her powerbomb finisher, but Shotzi comes back after taking a snooze. Comes in with a missile dropkick for a near fall. Ember comes in with a little kick, which also gets a near fall. Then Shotzi tags in legally and hits a spinning TKO on the knee on Dakota Kai. Gets a near fall out of that. Raquel Gonzalez comes in, takes Shotzi up top. But Shotzi comes off and hits a sliced bread variation. Goes for the cover. Dakota Kai broke it up. Ember Moon sends it to the outside. And then Shotzi nails a tope suicida through Ember's legs. I'm saying that wrong, but okay, whatever. And then they hit a neck breaker, code breaker combination, which was kind of interesting. And then Shotzi added a sunset flip powerbomb variation for a near fall. Dakota gets up, puts shots, but Shotzi sets her up on her shoulders, works with Ember for a doomsday device cross body to the outside. Ooh, that looked nasty. On the outside, Raquel runs over Shotzi, but eats a drop kick. And then Ember Moon kicks Raquel in the knee, takes her down, and then she works in a submission, which Dakota Kai broke up with a pump kick while in the ring. And then Shotzi and Dakota Kai get the tag. They go back and forth. Dakota Kai hits the chiropractor on Shotzi, goes for the cover, gets a near fall out of that. She tags in Raquel, and they hit an assisted goat kick but on Shotzi, but Ember Moon broke it up. And then Raquel just buries Shotzi, launching onto the new aisleway they set up, which kind of it's not like what it used to be. Kind of looks like I forgot what it exactly looked like, but I think it was like just a regular ramp going this way. But they set that up. Looks pretty nice. Not great, but nice. So she just launched her out of that. And then it shows her off the ramp. I was like, get out of here. While inside, Shotzi with a springboard splash to, I believe it was Raquel for a near fall. But the numbers game was too much for Shotzi. And Raquel press slams Dakota Kai from the aisle. Well, press slams her own partner from the aisle on the Shotzi. Then she picks up Shotzi, hits the one-on powerbomb. 1, 2, 3 as Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez pin her at the same time. They get the win. 1, 2, 3. They win the Women's Dusty Rhodes American Dream Baby Cup. Excuse me. And they get the win. And I called it, so Barry Harris myself. So thank you. And that's all I got to say about that. So they get the win, and they get a future women's tag team title shot, whenever that might be, against Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Now, I don't know if this is going to be on a future episode of NXT or at the next Takeover, whenever that may be. Will probably be around WrestleMania time, Friday night, because it can't have a Saturday night and it can't have a Sunday night. So either it's going to be the week before or the week or on that Friday night on WrestleMania week. What am I doing? Do it on a special edition, but we'll see what happens with that. And we'll move on from there. So congratulations to Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez, the first ever women's Dusty Rhodes American Dream Baby Classic champions. We'll see what happens. They were a great tag team, and like I said, both women should be NXT Women's Champion, but in the pretty near future, but we'll see. I think Raquel will be the champion pretty soon. I think she's going to be the first in line for the championship and probably win it and hold on to it for a pretty long time, and then probably turn on Dakota Kai And then Dakota Kai will probably get it sometime, but we'll see. And that's all I got to say about that. So congratulations to them, and that's it. After the match, when Regal comes out to present the trophy, even though it's the same damn trophy the men get. They get pyro. We that they had up. I think the confetti could have been saved, but pyro was nice though. Kind of felt like the Royal Rumble when the women won the Royal Rumble. Bianca Belair pointed at the WrestleMania sign and it blew up. But it is what it is, and that's that. All right. So that's that. So I gave that match 3.25 out of 5 stars. Was pretty good. Not great, but pretty good way to start the show, and that's that. All right, then we get to match number 2 for the North American title. We had Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, and without Austin Theory, because I think he got his ass kicked last week by Kushida. So that was his wife, Candice LeRae, and Andy Hartwell. And Johnny's like, "Where the hell is Austin? Where is he? Where is he?" And we haven't. And we find out that Dexter Lumis kidnapped him in the back. So Dexter Lumis, that creepy bastard. So we get that. So he's taking on Kushida for the North American title, and this wasn't bad as well. Like I said, Dexter Lumis kidnapped Austin Theory, probably put him in the back of a trunk, like he did with the Undisputed Era back in about a year or so ago. But don't ask me what he did. I don't know. I don't care. And that's that. Thanks for the dislikes, motherfuckers. Anyway, so we get to the match. The match was pretty good. They do some mat wrestling, try to jockey for a position. Kushida gets the upper hand. Does some switching between working the leg. Then he moves to the arm, trying to get the hoverboard lock in. And just a step ahead of Johnny. Then the pace starts getting quick. Kushida misses a kick to the arm while Johnny rolls into a crucifix, only to get trapped in the Gargano escape. And then Kushida got to the ropes. And they go to the outside. Kushida uses a Falcon Arrow. Yeah. To set up an armbar. But he breaks. He gets back in the ring before getting counted out, because you cannot win the title on a count out. So while inside, Kushida continues the attack, drop kicks Johnny's elbow, starts working on it for most of the match, for the most part. And Johnny gets a little bit of an opening with a neck breaker on the ropes. Ow, that comes into play later. And then Johnny goes to work for a little bit, hitting a front suplex before kicking Kushida's arm. And he starts mocking his taunt and everything. He's like, "Oh, Kushida, oh, I'm Kushida. Look at me, I'm the time signature, Marty McFly. Eat sushi later." No, just kidding. So he does that, and then they go back to work. A lot of great reversals. Then they hit each other with a double clothesline, knocking them down. Kushida gets up, hits the hip toss, cartwheel, dropkick, fastball punch combination, but somehow Gargano, no pun intended, Gargano escaped that. He goes for the slingshot spear, but Kushida caught it, throws it into a hammerlock suplex with a bridge that got him a win about a week or so ago on Gargano to get the shot, and pretty impressive. Johnny got out of that. Johnny hits an enziguri on the apron, but Kushida drops Johnny's shoulder first into the turnbuckle. Ow. But Johnny comes back with some offense, picks up a couple of near falls with some mat wrestling moves. Tries for the Gargano escape, trying to set it up. Kushida slips out of it and tries for his own version of it. But then they go back and forth trying to lock it in. Johnny eventually gets a pinfall for a near fall. Then they collide once again with a double clothesline, and they slap each other on the way down. Then they get on their knees. They're going back and forth with some forearms, and they start getting to their feet. Gargano cuts off the handspring elbow, puts and knocks it. The Gargano escape. She's struggling. He counts into a submission of his own, and then they go back and forth again. Kushida gets a pinfall for a near fall. Then they go back and forth with a super kick and a right hand. They go back and forth. Gargano hits the lawn dart into the turnbuckle to stop Kushida from getting the hoverboard lock on. And then Johnny with a chicken wing suplex into the corner. Kushida hits that. Kushida takes him up top, flips over into the hoverboard lock, but Johnny clenched his hands trying to block it. But Kushida breaks the grip, and he's got the hoverboard locked in. Johnny's about to tap out, but he rolls into the ropes to break the hold. But Kushida won't break the hold, and then they go to the outside. Johnny drives him into the apron, but Kushida still has the lock on, even going into the barricade. So, then he gets sent into the barricade. Then the move is broken up. And then Kushida comes down the old aisle, kicks Johnny's arm. Then he applies a hanging hoverboard lock, I think on the ramp. But Johnny gets on the near the outside. He applies a hanging hoverboard lock, but Johnny gets to the ropes to break it. I don't know how you do that on the outside. Okay, but anyway. Then he sends Kushida's neck into the ropes. Ow, whiplash. Johnny then hits one final beat on the ramp. Then he brings Kushida inside, hits another one for good measure. 1, 2, 3. Johnny Gargano retains the title. Which sucks. I had Kushida to win, but I guess they're not going to give Kushida the belt just yet. At least they want Johnny to hold the belt for a little bit longer. But we'll see what happens with that. So Johnny retains the title. Match was pretty decent. Gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens with Gargano coming up. Probably a rematch, or maybe he faces Dexter Lumis next, and I think he'll probably lose it to Dexter Lumis. Sam Shaw is going to actually get a belt. Go figure. So I'll probably have that. And then Dexter Lumis will probably go on a nice long run with the belt. I don't think anybody can beat him. But maybe Killer Cross, but I don't know. But we'll see what happens with that. So Gargano gets the win, retain. Pretty good match. Like I said, 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, then we go to match number 3, which had a surprising ending. We get the men's Dusty Rhodes Mega Dream Baby Tag Team Classic Finals. We have the Grizzled Young Veterans Drake and Gibson taking on MSK, Desmond Xavier, and Zachary Wentz. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know why I said Wesley Blake. I just had him on my mind, I guess. Or Nate Carter and Wesley. This was a pretty good match. Very good match. Like I said, surprising ending. And going into this match, I had the Grizzled Young Veterans to win. But as we saw, that did not happen. I'll get to that in a minute. So they start the match, trying to feel each other out. I like that, but we get to the match, and they start off trying to outdo each other. MSK wins that exchange with a tandem move that results in a Nate Carter Bronco Buster. Gib comes in and doesn't fare well. Gets lit up by MSK's just berserk strikes and just fast-paced offense, so they couldn't keep up. And then Wesley with a Sasuke special, taking out Gibson and Drake. And then Nate Carter uses Wesley as a springboard to take out Drake. So MSK's in full control. But then Gibson runs him over, and they take the momentum, cut the ring in half on Nate Carter. They start isolating him, but Carter almost escaped. but Drake destroys him with a clothesline for a near fall. But eventually Wesley gets the hot tag, sends Drake to the outside, fires off some strikes and some kicks on Gibson. Hits a drop kick to the back, and then the Grizzly Young Veterans go to the outside to take a powder and a rest, try to get their wits back. And Wesley takes him out with a tope con hilo over the ring post. Pretty nice. Then he backflips into a backflip kick inside the ring. Gets a near fall out of that. And then Drake cuts off Wesley on the, just give me something in my eye. On top, which lets Gibson knock him down. But eventually Wesley gets the hot tag to Nate Carter. And then Nate Carter gets a near fall on a big springboard splash. And then he tags in Wesley. He hits an enziguri, but he tries for a flip, a flippy dippity doo, gets cut off with a kick. And then Drake and Gibson hit Helter Skelter and a 450 combo on Wesley. Go for the cover, but only gets 2. He tried for the Doomsday Device. Wesley avoids it with a victory roll, but the pin gets broken up. Grizzly Young Veterans try for Ticket of Mayhem. It gets cut off. And then Wesley shoves Nate Carter's standing shooting star press over Drake and onto Gibson. Drake gets hit with a poison con rana. Then Nate Carter with a swanton bomb, and then Wesley with a spiral tap, although AJ Styles, but not as phenomenal as him, which barely almost got a 3 count, got about 2.9999. But the Grizzly Young Veterans come back on Wesley. They hit a really sick Doomsday Device, Tope Suicida clothesline combination, and then they start working on Carter, but Carter somehow kicked out of the just amazing offense of the Grizzly Young Veterans, and then he gets slapped in the face for it. They go for Ticket of Mayhem on Carter, but Wesley interrupts it, and then they now dueling super kicks. Then they hit the springboard blockbuster heart attack combination. 1, 2, 3. MSK gets the win, and they are the they are the 2021 Dusty Rhodes Omega Dream Baby men's winners, and they will have a future tag team title shot against Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. So MSK makes their debut a couple weeks ago, and now they're the champions. I guess Hunter really loves these guys. He must because he gave them the opportunity. They took it. They beat Legado del Fantasma. Then they beat Killian Dane and Drake Maverick. And then now they beat a great team in the Grizzly Young Veterans. I don't know why they lost. I had them to win. And I think they were setting up for Grizzly Young Veterans, Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, as we saw, when the Grizzly Young Veterans came back, they attacked the champions, and they attacked Everrise, who's basically not doing anything right now, except doing dark matches, I think. But it looks like there might be an MSK Grizzly Young Veterans feud coming up, maybe a rematch. But, MSK gets the title shot, man. We'll see what happens with Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz. Coming up on NXT this Wednesday night. Like I said, I don't know when the matches for both the men's and women's belts will be, but probably be on a special edition of NXT, like a big special like they used to do, like Super Tuesday or something like that. They'll have a big 2-hour special where they'll probably have like a night 1 and night 2. The big matches will be on night 2, like the world title match or something like that. And maybe the tag title match will be on night 1 or something like that. Or it might just do it all in one night. Who knows? I don't know. But they get the win, and pretty impressive. So it's well, I don't have my hat, but I take my hat off to Zachary Wentz and Desmond Xavier. They made a big, no pun intended, impact in this tournament, and they won the tournament. Sucks that Grizzly Young Veterans didn't win, but I think they'll be tag team champions probably by the end of the year, but we'll see. So MSK gets the win, and we'll see what happens with them on Wednesday night on the aftermath of Vengeance Day on NXT this Wednesday night on the USA Network, and we'll see what happens with that. All right, so match was pretty good. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, then we get to the segment of the night, which, holy crap, this was great. We get a music video of a good friend, Can We Grimes, to the moon. Basically, video was a mockery of Matt Hardy's Big Money Matt gimmick. And he comes out, he's flaunting money, he's in his underwear, in a pool, and he's all wet and just flaunting money like it's like no tomorrow. Basically doing the Big Money Matt gimmick almost to a T. All he needed to do was get his dick sucked by Rebby Hardy, but said he wasn't a hot enough woman to bang him or blow him. But it is what it is. But that's all they need. I think that if they had somebody, him on a real, he was like on the ground and with all the money coming down on him and stuff. But if he was in like a mansion or like the Hardy compound, and he was getting, his dinky dinks sucked by a hot ass Puerto Rican named Rebecca Hardy, it would have been 150 times better than that. But still pretty damn funny. And they had Josiah Williams, who did the intro to the pay-per-view, and he was rapping during the video. He was doing, basically singing crappy, but nobody cared. But yeah, this was great, and it looks like Cameron Grimes' new gimmick is Big Money Cameron, I guess. Got all this money, trying to be Matt Hardy. So I guess WWE really fucking hates Matt Hardy for leaving. So basically a diss to Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy went on Twitter and said that, there's only one man that he has more money than Cameron, and he lives in a mansion. And there's only one multi-millionaire from Cameron, North Carolina, and he has more money than Jeff. And he's got a hot ass smoking wife and soon to be 4 kids. Damn, freaking Rebby Hardy, fucking close your legs. I love you, but please, time to close the door. But I mean, Matt's got so much money, he could have 50 kids, or all be in AEW in the next 15, 20 years, if AEW's still around by then. Because Maxwell is like, Maxwell's up 5, 6 years old now. So about I would say another 10 years, we'll probably see Maxwell either if AEW's still around, or might go to Japan, Ring of Honor's still around, or even if Impact's still around, he'll be somewhere in wrestling. Facing off against -1, Brody Lee Jr. They'll probably be going at it in an AEW ring, where I doubt Maxwell Hardy will go to WWE, but we'll go to NXT. But that's all I gotta say about that. And that's hilarious. I'm looking on Discord. Yes, I'm on Discord. So it is what it is. But I'm not gonna tell you who I am. It is what it is. So that's that. So we got that. So that was pretty funny. I gave that segment 4 out of 5 stars, just because it was just amazing that they mocked Big Money Matt Hardy. But it could have, like I said, would have been would have been an more epic segment if Cameron Grimes had a hot chick going down on him, and then that's that. But they couldn't hire a slut, but it is what it is. All right, then we get to match number 4 for the NXT Women's Championship triple threat match. We had the lovely, talented genius of the skies, my third wife, Io Shirai, taking on Mercedes Martinez and Toni Storm. This was good. Kind of had its moments where it was kind of awkward, but still pretty good. I know I had Toni Storm to win. Obviously, that didn't happen, but that's that. So Toni Storm comes out, and then Io comes out, looking hot as always. With her fucking epic entrance by Poppy, which they should never change, even when she goes to the main roster. Don't change it, please. So they come out, and then they're cut off by Mercedes Martinez, who loves Io and sends her packing. Well, not to the back, lays her out. Then she goes to work on Toni, starts beating the crap out of her. Io then returns and hits Meteora for 1 count. Toni comes in and runs over Io, who did the ever popular Trish Stratus-like Matrix move, ducks a boot, and they go back and forth. She wins the exchange with a face slam and then a double stomp. Mercedes Martinez gets back into the match with a twisting DDT variation, which sends Toni Storm to the outside. Io goes to the outside, tries for the Acai moonsault, and then hits the barricade. Ow. Ooh, baby, I think I need to really give you a massage later. Oof. And then Mercedes Martinez launches her over the barricade. Then they go inside. Mercedes hits a trio of suplexes, but then gets caught by Io with a missile drop kick. So this match is going all over the place. Toni cuts off Io's attempt at a meteor with a big boss man slam, or the ever popular black hole slam by Abyss. Then she goes to work with a hip attack. Then she runs at Mercedes, and Mercedes hits a spine buster for a near fall. Tries to lock in a submission. Io broke it up, and then puts Mercedes in her own submission, in a crossface. Toni in a crossface was broken up by Mercedes Martinez, putting her in a dragon sleeper variation. Io breaks out of it, but takes a reverse suplex. But Io came back with a 619, then a springboard missile drop kick. But soon after, Mercedes Martinez hit Storm with a spider German suplex. Looks nasty. Io then goes up top, knocks Mercedes into the trio of whoa, then hits a diving double stomp to go to the outside. Mercedes drives Io into the plexiglass with a Samoan drop type move. Ow. Toni Storm then takes her out, goes to clear off the announce table, and it just disintegrates. Japanese table. She takes out the monitors, and then she's trying to clear off the announce table, and Wade Barrett and Vic Joseph, they get up, and then the table just obliterates. That's why you need industrial strength freaking tables. Japanese table, like I said, that's gonna be on Botchamania, most likely, on the next edition of Botchamania. So I think they were trying to do a. I think Toni was trying to do a move on Io, and then basically couldn't use the table because it broke by itself. But that didn't work. So she had to improvise. While that's going on, Mercedes Martinez hits a DDT on Toni. Io climbs the structure, the light structure, It's a diving crossbody on both of them, like she did about a week or two ago. And then Mercedes sends Io into the steel steps to stop her from going crazy. They go inside. Mercedes hits a running knee on Tony. Then she adds a Kamagoye Kota Ibushi. Looks to win the title, but Tony kicks out. Tony comes back, stops her with a headbutt. She hits Storm Zero. Looks to win the title, but Mercedes kicks out at 2. Tony then adds a diving headbutt. Looks to win the title again, but Io broke it up as she goes up top. Hits her ever popular moonsault on Mercedes Martinez. 1, 2, 3. Io Shirai continues her long title reign as she wins the belt. She doesn't win the belt. She retains the title. Match it could have been great, but like the awkward moments at times, the announce table breaking, and just kind of felt slow at times, kind of sloppy a little bit, but still not a bad match. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And Io continues her reign. I think she's held a belt since, I believe, May or June. So getting really close to 1 year for Io. And she's beaten everybody. But I think her next challenger is going to be Raquel Gonzalez. And I think Io's title reign is gonna be over. And like I said, I think Raquel Gonzalez will be the next NXT Women's Champion. If not, maybe Dakota Kai. But we've already seen Io and Dakota, and Io beat her up. Let me just get these cages off. So that's it. So Io retains, continues her long run as champ. I have no idea how many days it is. I would guess probably over 200, getting close to 300. But nobody can stop the genius of the skies, the lovely Io Shirai. And we'll see what happens next and who her next challenger might be. And like I said, it's probably going to be either Dakota Kai or Raquel Gonzalez. And I think it's going to be Raquel Gonzalez. That's the only one left that she hasn't beat yet. So probably get that at the next Takeover, which will probably be around WrestleMania weekend. So her reign will end probably just before her 1 year anniversary. So that'll be it. And then Io will probably stay in NXT for a little bit, maybe try to get the belt back, and then probably, hopefully, not go to the main roster, but they'll probably bring her up to the main roster and maybe team up with Asuka. And they'll probably go she'll probably go for the NXT for either Raw or SmackDown Women's title. Probably go be on Raw to be with Asuka. So she'll go after Charlotte or whoever has the Raw Women's title at the time, and probably win it. Probably hold on to it for a couple months, and then or they could put her with Asuka. Like I said, they'll go after the women's tag team belts, win them. So Asuka will be a 3-time women's tag team champion. A long list of fucking accomplishments that she's had over the last 6 years in that company. Amazing woman she is. But we'll see. So Io retains, and we'll see what happens this Wednesday night on the program, where they go next. But I think it's probably going to be with Raquel Gonzalez. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, then we get to the main event for the NXT World Title. We had Finn Balor, the Prince, taking on Pete fucking Dunne. This was a hard-hitting match. Pretty damn good. Pretty good match. Brutal, hard-hitting. These guys went at it like two beasts. But, still, great match. And kind of a predictable ending, but I'll talk about the aftermath in just a little bit. So they start the match staring each other down, and then they go to work on the mat, some mat work, try and jockey for position. But neither man could get the upper hand. And then they have a stalemate. and then Pete Dunne flips into a standoff, a standoff, and they look at each other again. You know, Pete Dunne's kind of showing off, like, look at the bruiserweight, yeah. So they do that. And then Pete Dunne wrenches on the fingers, trying to break them from manipulation. And then pulls Finn Balor into a triangle choke variation. Then he locks in a really gruesome looking armbar with Finn's other arm trapped. Ooh, it just looked really, really nasty and vicious. Finn gets out of it, rolls out of it, and is in tremendous pain in the corner. But he can't get going as Pete Dunne just destroying him. But eventually Finn Balor gets going, and he breaks free and in the corner, applies a angled half crab. Pete Dunne fights back with a twisting Brain Buster variation. We kind of lost the grip. That would have been really bad if he didn't hit it right. But he hit the move it was grip. People, it happens, and they get sweaty in the ring, and sweat off each other's bodies from the lights and from the heat and all that other stuff. And could have been way worse for Finn Balor, but thankfully he didn't get hurt. So he hits that, and then the pace quickens, and then they just go hard and heavy, more stomp on Pete Dunne. Just vicious, excuse me. Then he applies the SCF with some added force to the back of the neck. Just beating the crap out of Pete Dunne. Very vicious match, and Pete Dunne survives somehow. Then they go into another exchange, gets more brutal and physical. But Pete Dunne wins it, stomps on Finn Balor's head, hits a headbutt, and then he gets a near fall on a sit-out powerbomb. Finn comes back with a bunch of moves, including a reverse DDT. Then he sends Pete Dunne into the corner with the John Woo dropkick. Goes for the coup de grace. He gets caught into a triangle choke. Finn's about to lose the belt, but he reaches the ropes, but he's kind of feeling a little bit loopy. Maybe he hit his head. I don't know. Because he got stomped on the head by Pete Dunne. Speaking of, he gets stomped on the head again. Pete Dunne goes for the bitter end, but Finn Balor counters out of it. Applies an abdominal stretch, 1922 version. Then he brings him down to the mat for a submission move. Pete Dunne breaks out of it by snapping Finn Balor's fingers a la Marty Scurll. Ow! I hate when he does that. It makes me cringe. When Marty does it, it makes me cringe. But when Pete Dunne does it, whew. Cringe City, ladies and gentlemen. Just, if you've seen it live, just as long as it's not you getting your fingers broken. Ex Tommy Dreamer, that one. Oh my God. He dislocated his fucking pinky and popped it back into place in the same match. Even though they called Brian Hebner called for the match to end, and that's why Rich Swann kept the Impact World title. But Tommy Dreamer's a fucking sick fuck. Popped his own fucking finger back in. Ugh, just looked nasty. By the way, happy birthday, Tommy. Just say hi to Beulah for me. Beulah McGillicuddy, if you don't know who that is. That's all I gotta say about that. So he breaks the fingers, but Finn comes back with some forearms. But Pete Dunne comes back, hits the bitter end, looks to win the belt, but Finn Balor kicks out at 2.999999. Then Pete Dunne gets pissed, starts stomping on Finn Balor's hands, and then kicks him in the head. Goes for a powerbomb. Finn counters into a DDT. Goes for the John Woo dropkick again, but gets caught up by an Insigiti. But Finn hits a Pele kick. Dunn bounces off the ropes with a kick. He tries to go for the bitter end a third time. Finn counts into 1916, and then both men are down. But Pete has a hold of Finn Balor again, snaps him again. Oh, I mean, if they were broken before, they're now broken. I mean, he's gonna be being in a cast for about a couple weeks. Oh God, sick. Pete Dunne's a sick fuck. Sick fuck. That's why he was the UK champion for a year. Good Lord, sick bastard. So he breaks the fingers again, fits back. He rips the mouthpiece out of Pete Dunne's mouth. Oof. Nails a drop kick. Goes up top, hits the coup de grace. But he's still hurting from his hands and stuff, and all the brutality that he got during the match. He can't cover him in time. So he picks up Pete Dunne, hits 1916, 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor gets the win to retain the title. A pretty brutal. I gave 4 out of 5 stars. Freaking brutal match, and another great Finn Balor match. I mean, the matches he's had with Adam Cole, when he won the belt, was a great match. And then the 2 matches with Kyle were just insane. The one at New Year's Evil was, I think, the best one from the one at Takeover, the last Takeover before the end of the year. I mean, that was the match of the year, I think, and it was the feud of the year, the match of the year, I believe, too. And then they started off this year. That's as a match of the year candidate, but great match. This one could be a match of the year candidate, but we'll have to see it in the year. Only as of right now, February the 15th, 2020. So we got a long way to go, and they're gonna have more epic matches to come. But still, great match. Like I said, 4 out of 5 stars. Finn retained. I really wish he kind of went back to being the Demon. Coming out as Carnage. But regular Finn Balor, the Prince Finn Balor. Not liking it that much. Kind of looks just like regular Finn Balor. I want him to go. I wanted to go back to being the Prince like he was in New Japan circa 2008, when he came out with those epic entrances. Like he came out as a zombie, he came out of a coffin, and stuff like that. Taking on who was it? I think it was Okada, and having to be forming a Bullet Club with Bella Fale and Gallows and Anderson. And then the Girls of Destiny came in after that. Then he left. And I missed that version of Finn Balor. Oh, well, Prince Devitt, Finn Balor, whatever you want to call him. I missed that version. So maybe he'll go back to it. I don't know. But we'll see what happens from there. And then that's pretty much it. All right, so like I said, great match. Finn Balor retains. And as I predicted, so get that. So we'll see what happens with Finn Balor going forward. So like I said, 4 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, he's on the ramp celebrating. Has the belt up in it. Well, he has the belt in his hands, posing. And then Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan come out, and they start beating him up, put him back in the ring, and they're about to do more damage. And then the Undisputed Era music hits. Shock the system. And well, not all of them come out. I don't know what happened to Bobby Fish. I think he got injured again. But Roddy, Kyle, and Adam Cole, baby, come out for the save. They clear the ring. As Pete Dunne, Danny Burch, and Oney Lorcan escape to the stage. And then Kyle checks on Finn Balor. Yeah, picks him up. He looks at him. They have a big time stare down. I'm like, ooh, Kyle O'Reilly, Finn Balor 3? Maybe? So he helps him up. They shake hands. And then Finn's like, as we saw last couple of weeks, Undisputed Era had been kind of working with and saving Finn Balor, and then we saw Adam Cole and Kyle and Finn team up against I think it was Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. They got the win, and then they got beat up again, and then Adam Cole had to save them. So they kind of been friends, kind of mutual respect, between Kyle and Finn, blah blah blah. So Finn looks at Roddy, then he looks at Adam Cole, and then the Undisputed Era throw up the I can't do it, but they throw up the fingers and the sign, and then Finn Balor just starts pointing his this gun. Then out of nowhere, Adam Cole shocks the world and hits a super kick to Finn Balor right in the mush, knocking him down. So Adam Cole turns heel. And then Kyle's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And Adam's like, "Fuck you, Kyle." Super kicks him in the face, knocking him down. So Adam Cole turns heel. The Undisputed Era have now broken up, which we all knew was eventually happen. I didn't think it was gonna be right now. I was thinking maybe after WrestleMania, but they broke them up. Which sucks. So Adam Cole hits Finn Balor with a super kick. Then he hits Kyle with a super kick. And Roddy's like, what the hell just happened? So, Roddy's in the middle now. We don't know what Roddy's going to do now. Because he's looking down at his buddy, his fallen buddy Kyle O'Reilly, while looking at Adam Cole, leaving pissed off and smiling. So Roddy's in the middle, so I guess we're going to have to see what happens on Wednesday night when Adam Cole has some explaining to do, because Kyle is pissed. And we all remember the epic wars that Kyle and Adam had in Ring of Honor, the 3 matches they've had. The first one with the Hybrid Rules match back at I did believe it was Best in the World 2012. I think it was the Hybrid Rules match. Just look it up. Fucking epic match where they beat the living crap out of each other. Kyle knocked Adam's front teeth out of his mouth, and Adam was gushing blood. He's like spewing blood out. Getting fired up, and he's like, "Ah!" And then we see all the blood just spewing out. Everybody went in the Manhattan Center, went nuts. When Future Shock broke up, they should have won the tag team titles. I don't know why they didn't. But that Hybrid Rules match was fucking epic. And back in I think 2012, 2013, I believe it was, fucking epic match. And then they really didn't face each other, I think, until 2015 at I think it was 2015, 2016 Final Battle, when Adam Cole was part of the Bullet Club Elite with the Bucks and Kenny. And they had a war. I think they wait. I think they fought in 2000. No, yeah, they fought in 2015, I believe, at Final Battle. Adam Cole somehow survived that and retained the title, or I think before he held the belt. He beat Kyle by chicanery, and then in I believe 2016 at Final Battle, Kyle O'Reilly pinned Adam Cole to win the Ring of Honor title, only to lose it in Japan. Didn't hold it that long, which kind of sucked for Kyle O'Reilly, but it is what it is. So we're probably going to be seeing Kyle and Adam going at it once again, and they're going to beat the living crap out of each other. Now, where does Roddy go? Does he stay with Kyle and kind of being the leftovers of the Undisputed Era, or if they form a new faction or with Bobby Fish when he comes back from injury or whatever happened to him. I don't know. Or does he side with Adam Cole and be his valet or his friend and everything? And that's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens Wednesday night on NXT. And like I said, Adam Cole has some explaining to do, like why he did what he did. Why did he turn his back on the Undisputed Era and the fans? I can tell you why, because I hope he's going back to his Bullet Club days. But I'd like to see him go back to his PWG days and tell everybody to suck his you-know-what. Where he stole my gimmick. Well, I stole his gimmick, but it is what it is. But we'll see what happens on Tuesday. I keep saying Tuesday. On Wednesday night on NXT, the fallout from a pretty good Vengeance Day event. Like I said, first takeover of the year for NXT. I think the next one will probably be around WrestleMania weekend. But they might do a special in the next coming weeks, because I got a long time in between the next takeover. So I'll probably do a big special coming up with the world titles on the line, the women's titles on the line, tag titles on the line, cruiserweight title on the line, all the titles on the line, and probably in one night, or they might split it up into 2 weeks, like AEW does. But we'll see what happens with that, and that's it. So that is it for my video. Thank you all for watching. My final rating for Vengeance Day, I gave it 8. I gave it 8 out of 10 stars. Pretty solid 8. I could have gave it a little bit higher, but I felt, I think the women's match kind of a little bit of a letdown, but still pretty good takeover. 8 out of 10 stars for that. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments section, and leave comments, leave questions, whatever you want. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Check out TGC 187 after the video. Link is in the description box. My very late predictions, even though it kind of went into the pay-per-view, but it is what it is. Some of them didn't come true, but I got a couple right. I think I didn't get the women's match right. I didn't get the men's match right. Didn't get the women's side. I think I got 2 out of 5. No, actually 1 out of 5. It sucks. I didn't get them all right, Can't win them all. But still, pretty good takeover. And we'll see what happens on Wednesday night with NXT, where they go next. No pun intended with that. So that's it. So thank you for watching. Leave your comments down below and all your questions and concerns and all the good stuff. Don't forget to smash that like button. That trolls, you know what to do. Keep smashing that dislike button, because you love me a long time. And that's all I got to say about that. And that's it. So getting ready for a new week, President's Week. President's Day is actually right now. So we'll get the President's Day edition of Monday Night Raw coming up tomorrow. Probably show a little thing about all the presidents, the usual President's Day show. Probably suck, because it's the go-home show before next Sunday's Elimination Chamber. I'll be doing my predictions probably next Sunday. Yeah, probably next, either late Saturday night or early Sunday before the pay-per-view. Probably, I hope to be off that day, but we'll see. And I get to watch the pay-per-view. Maybe I'll do a review the same night like I'm doing tonight, but we'll see. And we'll see what happens at the Elimination Chamber as we end the month of February in the WWE with their pay-per-view schedule. And then we go through all March to hype up WrestleMania, and then we have WrestleMania on April the 10th and the 11th, and then maybe a takeover in between. I don't know. We'll see. And that's that. We got Revolution on March the 7th to start off March. New Japan is ending their February with Road to the Castle, I believe this week. And then next weekend, we got the New Beginning in the USA. with John Moxley and Kenta for the IWGP United States title. I think Ibushi is defending the belts. I'm not sure against who. Might be Sonata. I don't know why, but we'll see. And some other stuff happening on that show. And should be a good show, February the 27th on NewJapanWorld.com. And that's that. And we'll see what else happens in the world of professional wrestling over the next coming days. And that's it. But some good times ahead. The Forbidden Door has been opened. New Japan is working with Impact a little bit. Like I said, with David Finlay and Juice Robinson appearing in a vignette at No Surrender. But they didn't appear. They're not doing the tape. They didn't appear at the taping. So it's gonna be some type of partnership or working agreement with New Japan and Impact. We'll see what happens with that. And New Japan and AEW, as we saw last week, with Kenta appearing. Last week and with Kenta 2 weeks ago with Kenta appearing and beating up Moxley, and then the tag match last week with Kenta and Kenny Omega taking on Lance Archer and John Moxley in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And we'll see what happens if Kenta is on this Wednesday night, or maybe more New Japan stars come down, or come to the States. But we'll see. Some good times ahead for professional wrestling. And like I said, WWE is fucked. The Forbidden Door has been open. Nothing with Ring of Honor and Impact and Ring of Honor and AEW or Ring of Honor and New Japan. Even though Ring of Honor, I don't know if they still have a partnership with New Japan. I know they have a partnership with AAA and Mexico. So we saw Dragon Lee and Rouge and Bandito there, and a couple other Mexico stars. So they have that. Like I said, I don't know if they still have a partnership with New Japan. But I'd love for them to get back into the partnership with New Japan, so we see some pretty epic matches. And maybe AEW gets involved. We see AEW stars on Ring of Honor TV, and New Japan stars on Ring of Honor again, or New Japan stars on Impact, like we're gonna see with FinJuice. But we'll see what happens with that. So good times ahead. And like I said, WWE is fucked. So all you WWE marks out there, I think it's time to change promotions. Just saying. But if you want to keep sucking on Vince's, you know what? Go ahead. Go ahead and be a WWE fan. I don't care. The alternative's out there. And like I said, the Forbidden Door is opened. But we'll see. We shall see. Even though Hunter wants to work with other promotions in the future, so that door might open later on in the next coming years. Who knows? So we'll see. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. Once again, 8 out of 10 stars for NXT TakeOver Vengeance Day. Great pay-per-view. And we'll see what happens this Wednesday night on NXT. And that's that. So we got Raw tomorrow night. Should be a pretty decent show with the Fallout. Well, not the Fallout. It's going to be the go-home show before Elimination Chamber. And then we got AEW this Wednesday night. Should be some good stuff. NXT, the Fallout from Vengeance Day. And then Friday night on SmackDown, the go-home show before Elimination Chamber. And then next Sunday, the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Should be pretty decent. And then after that, we're on the road. For the WWE, we're on the road to WrestleMania 37 in Raymond J. Stadium. And we'll see what happens with that. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your now Valentine's Day is over. So got President's Day tomorrow, so enjoy your day off if you have the day off. If not, well, screw, at least you get time and a half. But, but sucks to be you if you work tomorrow. Thankfully, I don't, so haha. I'm not going in. I really don't want to go in, even though it's time and a half. I get extra money, but I'd rather just stay home and sleep and watch some TV, watch some CNN, and watch some porn or whatever. But that's all I got to say about that. So, new week starting Middle of February is upon us. Getting rain. We're getting a mix tomorrow, and then changing over to rain on Tuesday morning. So hopefully all this crappy snow that we have is going to be gone. We might get another wintry mix later this coming week. As long as it's not, we don't get a lot of snow, but they're saying we're getting a lot of snowstorms for the next couple of weeks and going into March. Sucks. Can't win. Winter just needs to fucking end. I fucking hate winter. I want spring to arrive. Baseball is starting this week with pitchers and catchers. Can't wait for that. Fans are going to be coming back to the arenas and sporting stadiums and stuff in just about 8 days, February the 23rd. They're going to be coming back to the stadiums in about 10% capacity. It's better than nothing. So concerts might be coming back soon. But, hopefully I can go to a concert by the summertime. Hopefully I get to see In This Moment and New Year's Day and Motionless in White and Zakk Wylde and all those great bands. And even if it's at 10% capacity, I'll probably get like a couple hundred people, a couple thousand people. As long as I'm in the building and I get the, I go back to, we can get back to concerts and get back to a normal life, hopefully. Good. And then we can hopefully build on that 10%, get up to 25%, get to 50%, and then probably by 2023, 2024 maybe, get back to 100%. Hopefully this fucking virus will end by then. But then again, by 2024, I might get another fucking China virus. But who knows? Who knows? And that's all I got to say about that. So that's it. So thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your Sunday night. And I'm going to go eat something because I'm fucking hungry. And then I'm going to watch a little bit of TV, probably some Netflix. And then go to bed. And then worry about my Monday. And then that's all I got to say about it. And you should too. So if you're in the Northeast, go to bed or stay up. And then except for maybe another hour or so, then go to bed. If you're in the West Coast, have a great rest of your Valentine's Day night. And that's it. Get laid. Do whatever you want. That's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will shut up now and eat my food. So thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace, bitches.